I tested many budget cameras recently, and now I'm gonna rank the 20 most popular budget cameras of 2024. Links to all of these budget cameras will be listed in the description below. Number 1. Sony ZV-E10. This little powerhouse is a vlogger's dream come true. It's got a fully articulating screen that's perfect for framing those selfie shots, and the autofocus is seriously impressive. It tracks moving subjects like a champ. The image quality is top-notch, especially in good lighting conditions. But let's be real, the battery life could be better and it doesn't have in-body stabilization. Still, for content creators looking for a compact, feature-packed camera, this is a solid choice. I'm putting this bad boy in the gray tier. It's not quite godly, but it's definitely up there. Number 2. GoPro Hero 12. GoPro's done it again. This action cam is a beast with its improved stabilization and HDR video capabilities. It's perfect for adrenaline junkies who want to capture their adventure in stunning detail. The new tripod mount is a game changer, making it way more versatile. But let's not forget, the battery life can be a bit meh, especially when you're pushing it to the limits. For extreme sports enthusiasts and vloggers who need something rugged, this is your go-to. I'm slapping this in the gray tier. It's not flawless, but it's pretty darn close. Number 3. Panasonic Lumix G100. Alright, this one's a bit of a mixed bag. It's super lightweight and portable, which is awesome for on-the-go shooting. The fully articulated touchscreen is great for vlogging, and the image quality in good light is pretty sweet. But oof, that autofocus struggles with faces. And the stabilization is, well, let's just say it could use some work. It's not bad by any means, but it's got some quirks. For beginners or casual vloggers who prioritize portability, it could be a decent option. I'm putting this in the good tier. It's got potential, but it's not quite there yet. Number 4. Canon EOS Rebel SL3. Now this is a fun little DSLR. It's super lightweight, making it great for beginners or those who want a capable camera without the bulk. The image quality is solid and the high ISO performance is surprisingly good for its class. Plus it's got the classic Canon color science that just makes everything look pretty. But let's be honest, the autofocus system is a bit outdated and you might get some soft images now and then. For newbies looking to dip their toes into photography or videography, this is a great starting point. I'm putting this in the gray tier. It's not perfect, but it's a fantastic entry-level option that punches above its weight. Number 5. Canon EOS Rebel T7. This DSLR is a solid entry-level option for beginners. I love its 24.1 megapixel sensor that captures sharp images with good color rendition. The autofocus works great for still subjects, but it struggles a bit with moving targets. While it lacks 4K video, the 1080p quality is decent enough for casual use. I'm placing this in the gray tier because it offers excellent value for new photographers looking to step up from smartphone cameras. Number 6. Olympus OMD EM10 IV. This little mirrorless camera packs a punch. The 20 megapixel sensor delivers crisp images, and the in-body image stabilization is a game changer for handheld shots. I'm impressed by its compact size and flip-down selfie screen, making it perfect for travel and vlogging. The autofocus is snappy, especially with face and eye detection. While the low-light performance isn't mind-blowing, it's still a solid performer. I'm confidently putting this in the gray tier for its versatility and feature set. Number 7. Canon EOS R100. This entry-level mirrorless camera is Canon's most affordable option in the RF mount system. It's super compact and lightweight, which I appreciate for everyday carry. The 24-megapixel APS-C sensor produces nice images, but the fixed non-touch LCD screen feels a bit outdated. The autofocus is decent but not as advanced as pricier models. Video capabilities are limited, with 4K having a heavy crop. I'm placing this in the good tier. It's a decent starter camera, but there are better options if you can stretch your budget. Number 8. Panasonic Lumix G85. This camera is a hidden gem for budget-conscious videographers. The 16-megapixel sensor may seem low by today's standards, but it still delivers great image quality. What really shines is the 5-axis in-body stabilization, making handheld shots incredibly smooth. The weather-sealed body is a nice touch for outdoor shooters, while the contrast detect autofocus isn't the best for fast action. It's reliable for most situations. I'm putting this in the gray tier because it offers incredible value, especially for those interested in video. Number 9. Sony ZV-1 II. Alright, let's talk about this little powerhouse. It's a vlogger's dream come true with its excellent video quality and user-friendly auto modes. I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with how it handles different shooting scenarios. The flip-out screen is perfect for those selfie shots, and the image quality is top-notch. But hey, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The battery life could be better, and some might find the fixed lens limiting. Overall though, I'm putting this bad boy in the gray tier. It's a solid choice for content creators who want quality without the hassle. Number 10. Canon EOS RP. Now this was a bit of a mixed bag, folks. The EOS RP is Canon's budget-friendly entry into the full-frame mirrorless world, and it got some serious pros and cons. On the plus side, it's super lightweight and compact, making it great for travel. The image quality is pretty sweet too, especially in low light. But here's the thing, the 4K video is cropped and the battery life isn't gonna win any awards. Despite these drawbacks, I'm still slapping this in the great tier. It's a solid entry-level full-frame camera that won't break the bank. Number 11. Canon 5D Mark II. Talk about a blast from the past. This camera was a game changer when it first came out, but we're now living in 2008 anymore. Don't get me wrong, it still takes some killer photos and the full-frame sensor is nothing to sneeze at. But let's be real, the autofocus system is showing its age and the video features are pretty dated by today's standards. It's a tough call, but I'm gonna have to put this in the average tier. It's still a workhorse for stills, but there are better options out there for the modern shooter. Number 12. Canon EOS M50. Next, we've got the EOS M50. This little mirrorless camera packs a punch. It's got a great autofocus system, a fully articulating touchscreen, and it shows 4K video. Sure, the 4K has a pretty hefty crop, but the HD video looks fantastic. It's super compact and easy to use, making it perfect for beginners or as a travel camera. The only real downside is the limited native lens selection. But you know what? I'm still putting this in the gray tier. It's a versatile little camera that punches above its weight class. Number 13. Sony ZV-1. This little powerhouse is a vlogger's dream come true. The autofocus is lightning fast and incredibly reliable, perfect for keeping you in focus while you're on the move. And let me tell you, the image quality is seriously impressive for such a compact camera. It's not just for vloggers though. If you're into any kind of content creation, this camera's got your back. The only downside, it might be a bit overkill if you're just starting out. But for those who are serious about their content, I'm putting this bad boy in the God tier without hesitation. Number 14. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Okay folks, let's talk about this pocket-sized wonder. The image quality on this thing is mind-blowing. We're talking a 1-inch sensor that gives you that sweet background blur. And don't even get me started on the built-in gimbal. It's like having a tiny Hollywood crane in your pocket. The smart tracking features are a game changer for solo content creators. However, it's not without its quirks. Some users have reported reliability issues. Despite that, I'm feeling generous and placing this in the gray tier. It's just too cool to ignore. Number 15. Canon EOS R50. Now this little guy might look unassuming, but don't let that fool you. It's packing some serious punch with its robust autofocus system and impressive video capabilities. The touchscreen is super responsive and the viewfinder is a joy to use. It's perfect for those stepping up from smartphone photography or looking for a compact travel companion. The only real bummer, there's a serious lack of native lenses for it right now. But you know what, I'm still slapping this in the God tier. It's just too good for the price. Number 16. Panasonic Lumix GX85. Next, we've got this versatile little number. It's rocking a 16 megapixel 4/3 sensor and can shoot 4K video, which is pretty sweet for its price range. The image stabilization is top-notch, making it great for handheld shooting. It's a solid all-rounder that's perfect for beginners or as a backup camera for pros. However, it's starting to show its age a bit in terms of autofocus performance. Taking all that into account, I'm placing this in the gray tier. It's still a fantastic camera, just not quite at the cutting edge anymore. Number 17. Nikon D3500. This little DSLR packs a serious punch for its price. The image quality is fantastic, with sharp details and great colors right out of the camera. I love how comfortable it feels in the hand, even for long shooting sessions. The battery life is insane. I can shoot all day without worrying about running out of juice. The autofocus isn't the fastest, but it gets the job done for most situations. It's perfect for beginners or anyone wanting to step up from smartphone photography. After using it extensively, I have to put this in God tier. It's just such incredible value for money. Number 18. Sony ZV-1F. Sony's latest vlogging camera has some neat features, but it's a bit of a mixed bag. The ultra-wide lens is great for selfie-style videos, and the autofocus does a good job tracking faces. I appreciate the compact size and dedicated video features, however the lack of a zoom lens limits versatility, and the low-res screen is disappointing. It's a solid option for content creators focused solely on vlogging, but not as well-rounded as some competitors. For me, this lands squarely in good tier. It does its job well, but has some limitations to consider. Number 19. Sony Alpha A60-100. This camera is a powerhouse in a tiny package. The autofocus is lightning fast and incredibly accurate, even in tricky situations. Image quality is top-notch, rivaling much more expensive cameras. I love how customizable the controls are, letting me set it up just how I like. The only real downsides are the somewhat clunky menu system and lackluster EVF, but for the price, it's an absolute steal. This is a no-brainer God tier pick for me. It's just so capable in almost every situation. And number 20. Panasonic Lumix G7. This camera offers a ton of features at a very attractive price point. The 4K video capabilities are impressive, and the fully articulating screen is super handy for vlogging or awkward angles. I really like the abundance of physical controls. It feels more professional than its price suggests. The image quality is good, though not quite up to APS-C standards in low light. The contrast detect autofocus can struggle a bit with fast action. Overall though, it's a versatile option that punches above its weight class. I'm putting this solidly in grade tier. It offers tremendous value, especially for video shooters. So there you have it. These are my personal ratings for all of the most popular best budget camera of 2024. Links to all of these best budget cameras will be in the description below. Do you agree with me on these rankings or not? Leave a comment down below and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.